Hello, this is Larry Carlson, the author of Avondale, Reimagining the Dementia Experience, coming to you from beautiful Isla Morada in the Florida Keys. Since March is designated as International Women's Month, I thought it would be appropriate to help increase awareness of how Alzheimer's disease impacts women. Of the more than 6 million Americans living with Alzheimer's, the majority are women. In fact, almost 2/3 of Americans with Alzheimer's are women. A woman's estimated lifetime risk of developing Alzheimer's disease at age 65 is 1 in 5. And as real as a concern as breast cancer is to women's health, women in their 60s are about twice as likely to develop Alzheimer's during the rest of their lives as they are to develop breast cancer. There are a number of potential biological and social reasons why more women than men have Alzheimer's or other dementias. The prevailing view has been that this discrepancy is due to the fact that women live longer than men on average, and older age is the greatest risk factor for Alzheimer's. But not only are women more likely to have Alzheimer's, they are more likely to be caregivers of those living with Alzheimer's. Statistics show that the responsibility of caring for someone with dementia often fall to a woman. More than 3 in 5 unpaid Alzheimer's caregivers are women. This affects multiple generations, as it is more common for wives to provide informal care for a husband than vice versa. And more than 1/3 of dementia caregivers are daughters. On average, female caregivers spend more time caregiving than male caregivers. In fact, there are 2.5 times more women than men who live with the person with dementia full time. And because of caregiving duties, women are likely to experience adverse consequences in the workplace. Nearly 19% of women Alzheimer's caregivers had to quit work either to become a caregiver or because their caregiving duties became too burdensome. And women caregivers may experience higher levels of depression and impaired health than their male counterparts. Evidence suggests these differences arise because female caregivers tend to spend more time caregiving, take on more caregiving tasks, and care for someone with greater cognitive, functional, and/or behavioral patterns. As a society, we need to be aware of the impact of Alzheimer's and work more aggressively for a cure. In the meantime, we should honor and thank the women who provide the much-needed care for those who have a dementia diagnosis.